Hey y'all, so let me apologize in advance if y'all can hear like the rain or the wind blowing in the background. It is super rainy today, but today is the only time that I had time to film. So I apologize in advance if you can hear that in the background throughout this video. But moving on. Okay, so I just received this eyeshadow palette in my September BoxyCharm box. So this one is the Spanglish palette by Alamar Cosmetics. And look at these colors, like it is so pretty on the inside. So I really like these purples in here, but I really like the burnt orange too. So I think I want to make this a 3 looks 1 palette type video because I really want to play around with all of these colors in here because they are so pretty. So I think that's what we're going to do for this video today. Okay, so as you guys can see, my face is already done. I didn't do anything different than I do in any other video, so I just didn't feel like filming that part today. Now I'm just going in with my primer. Right now I'm just using the one from Fenty. Okay, so to start this first look off, I'm gonna go in with this burnt orange color here. This one is called Muy Excited. And I'm just gonna apply that directly into my crease. So one of the first things that I noticed when I opened this palette, other than how pretty the colors are, was I noticed that next to each name, there was like a little symbol. Let me see if I can show you guys. So you see next to the names, there's a little tiny symbol. So these four all have the same, and then these 4 all have the same. And so according to the back of the palette, those symbols tell you whether the shadows are best used wet or dry. So I thought that was super cool that they included that information just so you can get the best use out of their product. Okay, so now that that's down in the crease, I'm just gonna go in with this one here. This one is called Pero Like. These names are so cute. So this is one of the shades that is best used wet. So after I apply it to my brush, I'm just gonna wet my brush with this primer water this is from Makeup Revolution. And so I'm just gonna apply this on like the inner half of my eyelid. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes, come through. Yes. Okay, so this eye, I applied it wet. And you see how pigmented it is. And this is what it looks like dry. It's still pretty pigmented, but of course it looks much better when it's wet. This color is so pretty, and it's kind of like almost duochrome. So like I see like the orange, I see a little bit of gold. I even see like some olive tones in it. Like this color is so pretty. And now on the outer corner, I'm going in with this one here, which is called Tien Swing. So I'm gonna put that on the outside. This one is also best used wet. Okay, so that outer color I just like patted down. Now I'm just gonna go in with a different brush and blend it. The shimmer colors are really easy to blend. That first matte color that I used in my crease, I will say I had a little bit of a hard time trying to blend it out, and I'm not sure if it was because that eyeshadow is super matte and the primer that I use is really matte, but I'm not having any issues blending out these shimmer colors at all. So I'm just gonna go in with those same colors on my bottom lash line. I don't feel like being bothered with a liquid liner today, especially if I'm going to be doing multiple looks. So I'm just going to take this pencil liner from Urban Decay and I'm just going to line my lower lash line. And then I'm going to tight line my upper lash line. Last but not least, I'm just going in with my mascara. I'm just using the Maybelline Falsies today. That's it for this first eye look. You can definitely take it a step further and add liquid liner and lashes, even your brow bone highlight. But I'm gonna stop here for the eyes just because I'm doing more looks right after this. So for my lips for this, I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna start off by lining with a brown liner. This one is from the crayon case. And for my gloss, I'm just using Tease from Alamar Cosmetics. So it starts off pretty peachy, but once it starts to mix with that brown liner, it kind of tones it down a little bit. And I really like the final product. And I do have a coupon code where you can get 20% off of the website. I'll have that link down below. And I just remembered that when I did my base, I didn't add a highlighter to my cheekbone. So I'm just going in with Rosy Glow Res from the crayon case. Okay, so originally I said that I wasn't going to be bothered with lashes, but it just felt really incomplete, the eye look did. So yeah, this is it for the first eye look. Super, super easy, and it came out so pretty as well. I did have just a little bit of fallout on this side from where I didn't wet that first shade, the petal like. I feel like I have to say it like that. But not wetting that sparkly shade definitely did cause some fallout, but not too bad. But yeah, this is it for the first look. It's a great like summer to fall transition color. Like I really like how this came out. And yeah, let's go on to the next one. So I think this time I'm gonna do an all matte look. So I'm gonna start with this brown color here. It's called Ja Ja Ja, which I'm sure is ha ha ha. And I'm just gonna put that in my crease. I mentioned this before, but the matte shades are just a little hard to blend out. Like I can feel my brush sticking. Just a little bit harder to blend out than those shimmer shades. And the color does come out much darker on my lid than in the pan, because at first I was nervous that it wasn't going to be dark enough. I'm just going to grab a different brush to try to help blend that out. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it almost looks like I have two different eyeshadows on my lid, and I swear I only put that one. Like in the crease is super dark, but then as I blend it out, it's starting to turn like a little reddish brown. That's so strange to me. I've never seen that before. It literally looks like I put down two different eyeshadows. So I think I want to use the burnt orange on my lid. So I'm going to take this like blush pink color. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to blend that right above that brown I used in my transition. So now I'm just going to take the burnt orange on my lid. Okay, so I'm just going back in with that brown on my lower lash line, which I feel like is really not doing much. So I know I said I wanted this to be an all matte look, but I'm just not feeling the direction that this is taking. So I'm just going in with, I think it's pronounced Gao, that purple right there, and I'm using it dry, I'm not using it wet. And I'm just putting that pretty much all over, and I'm just putting that pretty much all over my lid. And I already like this so much better. I'm not sure what this one looks like wet, but using it dry almost reminds me of Stars and Rockets from MAC. That used to be my favorite eyeshadow. This is definitely giving me Stars and Rockets vibes. Oh yes, I like this so much better. So much better. I got so much eyeshadow in my eyes, oh my goodness. Just to highlight my inner corner, I'm going in with Petal Like. This one's definitely my favorite shadow out of the palette. All right, I'm just gonna do lashes and liner real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on and I really feel like they pulled this look together and adding that purple too, because I'm not even gonna lie, at first I was a little nervous. I'm like, ooh, I don't like the way this is going, but I like the final product now. As much as I love makeup, I really believe that I'm allergic to it because every time I put on makeup, I get the sniffles and my nose start running. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's been like that for years. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the lips. I'm going in with Baddie from Alamar Cosmetics. This one is a liquid lipstick. And right on top of that, I'm going in with the Feisty gloss. All right, guys, so that is it for this second look. I think we can get one more. Yeah, I'm really enjoying playing with these eyeshadows today. So let's go ahead and move on to look number 3. All right, y'all. So now we are at the final look. I saved the best for last. I know we used a little bit of purple in that last one, but I really, really want to use these two colors together. So we're going to go for a dramatic purple look for this last one. So in my crease, I'm going in with this one here. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I gave up on trying to pronounce the names because I don't want to offend nobody with my horrible pronunciations. So yeah, we're just gonna take this one right into the crease. So once again, I'm noticing that the matte shadows are a little hard to blend out. When I say little, I'm being nice, but they are difficult to blend. On top of that, I'm going in with that blush pink color here, just to help buff that out. All right, so on the inner half of my lid, I'm going in with this light purple here. First observation, it's a little hard to pick up out of the pan. Like I really had to dig my brush in there. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow, that's pretty. And now on the outer corner, I'm just going in with that deep purple. Okay, quick tip that I just realized, it's better to spray your brush first and then dip into the eyeshadow. Number one, it makes it easier to pick up, but then number two, it also gives you more color payoff when you're actually applying that shadow to your lid. So wet your brush first and then dip it. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but I do want to show that the palette does get a little bit messy from dipping and all those shadows. Like you can see, I got that purple glitter like all down here. So it does give you a little bit of kickback when you're actually picking up the shadows. Just wanted to share that for anyone who cares about that. But I'm just going back in with that blush pink. And I'm just bringing that transition color over this way a little bit more. So this time I really do want a brow bone highlight, but unfortunately there's not a color in this palette that I can really use for that. So I'm just gonna go in with Giza. This is from the Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini Palette. And I'm just applying that right under the arch in my brow. And then I'm gonna use a clean brush to blend that out. If you've watched any of my videos before, you probably heard me talk about how I don't really care for shimmery brow bone highlights. But when I do use them, I just make sure to keep it like right underneath the arch. I'm gonna take that same color and I'm just popping it right in my inner corner just to really brighten up that area. Okay, so I'm gonna use those same colors that I use on the top on my lower lash line. I'm gonna do my lashes and liner real quick and I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna add just a little bit of blush today. I'm going in with Lovejoy by MAC. And I'm literally using just the smallest amount because y'all know I'm not really into blush. And I'm going back in with that Rosy Glow Res highlighter from the crayon case. All right, for my lips, I'm going in with Baddie. This is also from the Alamar Cosmetics. And then just to tone the pinkness down a little bit, I'm going in with Vintage, which is like a brown gloss. And I'm just gonna use that like on the outer corners. Okay, so this is like a little too baby pink for me. So just to bring back some more pinkness, especially to match this transition color, I'm just gonna go in with Rose Gold from Victoria's Secret. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Yes, now that's more what I was going for, yes. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing around with this palette. The matte shadows were just a little bit hard to blend out, but like I mentioned before, that could be because of the base that I use. I use that Fenty eyeshadow base and it's super matte. So that could have played a part as to why those shadows were a little bit hard to blend out. The shimmer shadows were definitely my favorite of this palette. But yes, I really liked all of the looks that we came up with today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys are continuing to stay safe and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.